This is what Mario 3D World speedruns looked like in 2013 when the game first came out, and this is what a speedrun looked like only a month later. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy later on. Today we'll be looking at how these speedruns quickly evolved over the years into some of the most impressive and insane speedruns the gaming community has ever seen. Now, upon the game's release, we are given 5 characters to choose from. Luigi has a high jump, Peach has a floating ability, Toad has an edge for speed, Rosalina has a special spin, and Mario is literally just Mario. People found Peach to be the best for most stages, as her float allows for her to clear large gaps. When combining Peach's ability with the catsuit's ability to climb up walls and even to do these dives, swipes, and jumps that retain and build speed, speedrunners become quite OP. Wow, I just did a rhyme there. This is a speedrun that Stelsig did of 1-1 in December of 2013. He uses the cat techniques discovered to cruise through the beginning of the stage, then uses Peach's floating ability to jump onto this clear pipe, and instead of entering the clear pipe here, he just floats over it with Peach and completes the rest of the level. Now here's where things get a bit more complicated. If we carry another power-up with us, let's say a Tanuki suit, we can use the catsuit's ability to build up speed, and then while still having that same speed, we get the flying ability of the Tanuki suit. This basically means that we are able to clear insanely large gaps. In the following year, clever tricks were discovered to bypass certain challenges. For example, this level is an auto-scroller, which means you can't skip ahead in the level. At least that's what it's supposed to mean. For speedrunners, auto-scroller meant jumping from one shrine to the next to scroll the screen faster, or just blindly jumping off this tower. Or how about this long stretch of ice here? What happens when we repeatedly press the crouch button and then jump? Oh, that's interesting. Or what about this section here? We could hit the switches to make it across, but why do that when I can just use my fucking cat ability to go straight to the flagpole? Now in 2015, the Super Mario 3D World 80% world record, aka beating the entire game as fast as possible, was a 1 hour and 44 minute time by Adrilic, compared to the almost 2 hours it took to beat the game at the game's launch. Now to beat the final level of the 80% run, you need 180 green stars, and this is one cool trick that was discovered to get to a level in World 4 that has 10 green stars. Who would have thought jumping off of the world map could end up saving multiple minutes? Or how about the last and by far most difficult level in the game? Speedrunners were able to clear this level using the catsuit's many abilities, quickly killing enemies, crossing large gaps, skipping sections such as the water one here, and even switching from the cat power-up mid-run. Trust me, I would know. I made an entire video on this level. Throughout 2016 and 2017, things only got crazier. People's movement got more optimized, times were brought down, people were moving platforms with the power of telekinesis, with the power of touchscreen controls. However, 2018 is when a revolutionary change to how speedruns of Mario 3D World were done. We know that the catsuit allows for us to go super fast, but people found a way to go even faster. Sounds simple, but if you do a crouch after a cat dive, you gain a bit of speed or forward momentum. Doing this once is easy, but the more times you chain it, the faster you go. Also, if you combine this with vectoring or moving your character side to side rather than in a straight line, you might as well be playing Supersonic 3D World because you go so goddamn fast. We saw a speedrun of 1-1 in 2013. Let's see what a 1-1 looks like in 2018. Speedrunners use this slope at the beginning of the level to quickly gain speed, and from there, crouch boost after crouch boost is chained until they can make it to the end of the level. You think that it couldn't get crazier than this, but somehow, when Nintendo released Mario 3D World on the Switch in 2021, the movement just got more broken. Remember when I was talking about the Tanuki suit a while back? Yeah, it gets pretty hefty when combined with the crouch boost tech. This is an example of the Tanuki suit in its early development during what I like to call the crouch boost era. This is what the Tanuki suit would later evolve into, ultimately dethroning the cat suit on most levels. Remember that level 1-1? Yeah, this is what it looks like now. Additionally, the world record for 80% had been brought down to a 1 hour and 26 minute time. And just look at all these times, all of these world records, and even these categories such as 100% itemless, all being broken by various speedrunners. This is just a taste of the evolution of Mario 3D World speedruns, the icing on the cake. I highly recommend looking into the speedruns if you are interested, and if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and checking me out on other socials.